So the summer is basically here, man. The weather's getting a little bit better, which means there's loads of date nights approaching. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys my top 5 date night fragrances as it stands. Yes, people, what is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's TJ and I discuss all things fragrance and the fragrance industry. So if there's any content, anything at all that you would love for me to create, let me know down in the comments. And just before we dive into the video, I just want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you who's tapping into this video and all the other videos on my channel. If you haven't already seen, the last video went kind of crazy. That was on my top 10 holy grail fragrances. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. And as well, if you're not already locked in on the other platforms, then what are you doing, man? On TikTok and Instagram, go over there and drop me a follow. Your boy just hit some crazy milestones for me anyway. We just broke 20k on Instagram and we just hit 170k on TikTok, which is just insane. So across all social media platforms right now, I think I'm at around just under 200,000 subscribers or followers, which is just mad. 200k, it's not. So yeah, make sure to go over there. So yeah, I won't keep you guys long, but if you don't already know, your boy loves a date night fragrance. I love a sweet scent. I love a gourmand fragrance. So getting this list down to top 5 was very hard, and I can't lie, I think the number 1 is definitely going to shock you because I know what you guys are expecting to be there, but it's not. So let's kick this list off with number 5, and I just clocked everything on this list is pretty different to each other in terms of scent profile. Nothing is too similar, which is good, but this fragrance is from the house Aaron Terrence Shoes, and this one is called Slut. And I'm sure you guys have heard of this brand before, of course, because they get loads of recognition across social media. But this is actually the only full-size bottle that I have from Aaron Terrence Shoes. I did have another one called Addicted, which was very similar to that of Angel Share, but I done a giveaway and gifted that to one of my followers. I did have little 5 or 10 ml samples of Supernova, Hard Candy and Hard Candy Elixir, which were all great, but they're finished now. But yeah, man, fun fact, I actually went down to Manchester last year and went to the Aaron Terrence Shoes little store that he has there, and I actually met the guy. Now, Slut is a very interesting fragrance. In the opening, you get some citruses. I think there's like blood orange or mandarin and lemon, but there's a note in there that you don't see every day in kind of ordinary fragrances, and that note is peppermint. And I'm telling you, it adds so much value to the fragrance. It smells perfect in here, and it kind of adds a almost bubblegum feel, but not like a candied bubblegum, almost like airwaves. And then you get some of my favorite notes in the fragrance. You get vanilla, you get tonka bean, you get ambery feel to it. And in this fragrance, if I'm not mistaken, toffee is in this, which I don't pick up directly, but I guess that's what adds to the sweetness. So yeah, overall, I think Aaron Terrence Shoes Slut is a great fragrance. The peppermint for me is what really adds the character to the scent. And of course, it's an Aaron Terrence Shoes fragrance, so you do not have to worry about performance. I don't know what this guy does, but all of them are like super beast mode. With Aaron Terrence Shoes Slut, you're gonna get 10 plus hours easily, more like 12 really, and you're gonna get great projection, a nice scent bubble around you. And I haven't really ever worn this fragrance and not enjoyed it on skin. And I'll answer the question before one of you pop it down in the comments. Which one should I get? Should I get the OG Slut or Slut Elixir? Should I get Hard Candy OG or Hard Candy Elixir? For me, I think Hard Candy Elixir is better than the OG, but I think Slut, the OG, is better than the Elixir. So I hope that clears it up for you. And by the way, I know this video is on date night fragrances coming into summer as well, and I know loads of people will see kind of these sweeter fragrances on my list and be like, rah, is that a fragrance you would wear in the summer? That's just for winter. But I believe that you can wear any fragrance any time of the year and it's cool. And for me, when it's a summer date night fragrance, I picture anyway, for me, more in the evening time where it's a little bit cooler, the sun's not out, it's a little bit of breeze in the air, so you can pretty much wear anything. And next up, we have one that used to be my go-to date night fragrance. It's from the house of Maison Francis Kirkjohn, and I know loads of people just thought straight away, oh yeah, definitely it's Grand Soir. It's definitely not. It is Oud Satin Mood EDP. And I can already hear comments, oh bro, this one's for girls, this one's feminine, oh that one's zesty, oh the X-Straight is better. Listen, shush, I do not care. This one here, Oud Satin Mood EDP, is one of the best date night fragrances of all time, in my opinion. And I would say Oud Satin Mood EDP is a very intimate fragrance. And I know loads of people might hear that and kind of misconstrue what I'm saying and think, oh, he's saying it's an intimate fragrance, so it sits closer to the skin. Not at all. That is not what I mean. This does not sit close to the skin. Anything more than 2 to 3 sprays, you're going to fill a room with it. People are definitely going to smell you. And I remember one time I was literally leaving a restaurant after like dinner, and then 2 people come into the lift. It was a couple, a guy and a girl. They was a little bit drunk and whatnot, so they were speaking honestly, and they come in, they was like, oh my God, what are you wearing? And I told them it was this. They was like, it literally smells like sex in here. It's that crazy. So yeah, this is the effect that Oud Satin Mood has on people. So if you haven't tried this one, this is a oud and rose fragrance, as the name kind of suggests, but it's a very sweet rose fragrance. So you need to like a sweet scent. As it does dry down, you are going to pick up some more ambery tones, but I'm telling you, man, you spray this on skin, spray this on your clothes, it's just going to stick. And yeah, to round this one up, this one is unisex, so guys and girls, you can all wear this. And I know people throw out the term like this is a sexy fragrance. too often and they use it loosely, but I'm telling you, this is one of the sexiest fragrances in my opinion. And I'm telling you, for those date nights coming up and those kind of evenings, if you know what I'm saying, this is the go-to. And now bang in the middle, we've got one that I purchased a few months ago. I've created some content around it, but I haven't gone ham on it because I kind of still want to gatekeep it. This is my first, but definitely not my last from this house, Matiere Premiere. This fragrance right here is called Crystal Saffron. And you know what's the most annoying thing when it comes to this fragrance? I bought this one 2 months ago, and luckily I bought this in a 50ml because I went to Harrods a couple of days ago and the manager from Matiere Premiere come up to me and said, I guess what, like, we're dropping a Crystal Saffron X straight. I was like, you're actually taking a mick in it. Like, you're taking the mick. It's gonna come in a full black bottle and it just smells super luxurious, super potent, because I actually smelt it and I'm like, bro, I just have to finish this bottle and then I'm buying that. And of course, when I was in Harrods, I wanted to try the fragrance. So I'm like, yeah, spray a couple on my hand and I'll see how it goes throughout the day. The guy takes the fragrance, he does about 20 or 30 sprays all over me. And this is a tip for you guys, because they know what they're doing when they do that. Do not let them spray the fragrance all over you, especially if it's a good one and you don't want to buy it, because what's going to happen is you're going to walk around throughout the day, you're going to do what you're doing, you're going to try some fragrances, someone might even come up and compliment you or ask you what you're wearing, and then what's going to happen straight away, you're going to go back there and give them your cash. And again, if you haven't tried Crystal Saffron by Matiere Premiere, it's one that's kind of very hard to explain, like. And I know with me smelling it now, what always happens is when I walk past the shelf, I always pick this one up, I smell it, and then it's literally stuck in my nose for ages. But what you get with this is a musk-heavy fragrance, but it's musk done in the right way, man. I don't really tend to like musk in fragrances too much, but in this, I absolutely love it. You obviously have the saffron in there, which adds a little dirty or earthy spiciness to the scent, but then as it dries down, you get like a powdery, almost lipstick or makeup kind of feel. Even though that's not listed in the notes, that is what I get. And you gotta surely know this fragrance is an absolute banger, because I smelt this on the owner and the perfumer at a fragrance event, and literally after that, the next 1 or 2 days after, I copped it. And this one is a very, very, very strong fragrance. So yeah, man, do not go out and blind buy it, because I wouldn't say it's proper mass appealing. I think you really have to be into your fragrances to like this scent. But yeah, man, I've had loads of people message me who have tried this one and said it's absolutely beautiful. I've had loads of people say that it's not that great. But loads of people that have actually went out and bought it, they've dropped videos on this, loving this fragrance. So the next time you got a chance to try Matiere Premiere, definitely try this one. But this isn't the last one I'm picking up. I think next I'm going to get either Santal Austral or Falcon Leather, and then definitely Crystal Saffron X Straight. And my second go-to date night fragrance on this list is from a brand that loads of people might not have even heard of, or definitely might not have heard of the fragrance, but this one is from a brand called Idolo, and it is called Love and Crime. And come on, it's a date night fragrance, it's got love in the flipping name. And you guys are probably thinking, is that bottle super small or is this guy's hands massive? I think it's a bit of both, because this is a 30 ml fragrance and it only comes in 30 and it comes in 50 as well, but I bought the 30 because at the time the 50 was sold out. Damn, man, that's a lot of 30s and 50s, but I didn't buy this one straight away. I smelled it for the first time about a year ago. I then tested it again when I went back and bought a sample of it, and then I tested that on skin, absolutely loved it. The next time I visited the store, I had to grab it, and I literally do not regret it. And I actually wore this fragrance on a date night with the missus a couple weeks ago in Birmingham, and it was an incredible experience, man. I absolutely loved it. And you know a fragrance is super high quality when you spray this on you and you literally see your skin glistening, because I was wearing trousers and a open long sleeve shirt, and I sprayed this all over my chest, all over my neck, all over my arms and everything, and I literally looked in the mirror and I was like, rah, like, I'm shining, I see you shining, eh? But it was one of those kind of fragrances that's super high quality. I'm actually not sure if this is an X Straight de Parfum or an EDP, but either way, man, performance is beautiful. And I was getting whiffs of this fragrance the whole night, and even my shirt the next day smelled incredible. I didn't even want to wash it, it's that mad. And I was at a restaurant, it was dark inside, it was nice vibes, it was music, there was people dancing in there, and I literally don't think there's a better occasion to rock it than that. And when I dropped some content of this one on TikTok, loads of people said that this is very similar to Xerjoff's Lyra, and beforehand I was like, nah, because I've smelt Lyra before and I didn't see anything of it. Then after obviously that video and I heard that, I went to the store, tried Lyra, and I definitely see similarities between this and that. So if you're someone who's a fan of Lyra by Xerjoff, then I definitely think you'll like this. And I've described this fragrance as a lemon meringue pie mixed with a porn star martini and a white milk chocolate, which I think is all valid. And I do think where this differs between Lyra is the citrus or the lemon and the mandarin in the opening is defo more potent. So yeah, if you're looking for a beautiful fragrance that's not well known and not a lot of people have, then look no further than Idolo Love and Crime. And now on to my #1 date night fragrance this summer. And I know I said at the beginning of the video, the #1 spot will shock you, because normally it would have been fragrances like By Kilian's Angel Share, but it is not, man. This fragrance is from a brand called Naomi Goodsir, and the fragrance is called Eau de Sorel. Now, over the last month or so, I've tried every single fragrance from this brand, Naomi Goodsir, and they literally have it all, man. They've got sweet fragrances, they've got loud ones, they've got smoky ones, they've got dark ones. They've even got a beautiful floral iris scent. The only thing I don't think they have is a fresh fragrance, but I'm telling you, this is my favorite of the bunch. And you guys know the reasons why I love Angel Share, but if you're new, it's a sweet fragrance, it's boozy, it's woody, it's got the cinnamon in there, it smells a little bit like an apple pie as well. And I feel like Eau de Sorel is very similar in that aspect, but it's definitely got some differences that really elevate the fragrance. Now in this fragrance, Eau de Sorel or Eau de Soleil, I don't even know how I'm saying it. Let me know in the comments what it is. It might be Eau de Soleil, but whatever it is, man, forget Eau de Soleil. We call it ODS, yeah? In here, you have at the top apple and mango, which is just a great combination, a nice fruity sweet opening. And that's where I think loads of people would draw the similarities to Angel Share because of that apple pie-ness that people kind of say Angel Share reminds them of. But then in the base, as it starts to dry down, you get amber, you get vanilla, and then you have a very, very realistic note of honey, which I kind of hated honey fragrances before, like Naxos, because they're super synthetic. But this one is probably one of the best I've tried out there on the market, along with Tobacco Honey by Guerlain, and I would probably say Bee by Zoologist. But then as it dries down, you're hit with a beautiful boozy note of rum. And I know I mentioned that the boozy note is rum, but what I picked up was a Jack Daniel's honey, and I think that's because of obviously the boozy note mixed with the honey kind of gives it that feel. So if you like Jack Daniel's honey, which I definitely do, you're gonna like this fragrance. And I think what is definitely more pronounced in this than Angel Share is the woody notes. You definitely pick them up a lot more, so the depth is there in the background, man. It's really hard to explain, but I feel like it elevates it in that area compared to Angel Share. And who knows, one day you might see a YouTube video that Angel Share is no longer my favorite fragrance and Eau de Sorel has overtaken it. But obviously I've just got this one, I need to wear it some more, but who knows? And as this video drops, your boy is on holiday, and this is one that I'm going to be wearing for those date nights, and I'm flipping excited. It's kind of a brand I want to gatekeep because they got so many bangers, but again, I like putting you guys on. So definitely the next time you're around Bloom Perfumery in Covent Garden, go in there, tell them TJ sent you, and you're looking for Naomi Goodsir, in particular Eau de Sorel. So just like that, that is my top 5 summer date night fragrances. But I want to hear from you guys. What is one that you've been wearing the last few years on date nights, or have you just picked up one and you're super excited to wear it? Let me know what is the fragrance and why. And if you made it this far into the video and you're not already subscribed, what are you doing, man? Just hit that button and make sure to follow on all the other socials. But if you don't do that anyway, man, liking, comment, sharing, subscribing, all of that stuff, it all helps the channel. And listen, next week, I got a video that's going to be sick. It's going to be my gate-kept fragrances and the ones that I'm not really going to talk about much. So make sure you lock in for that. But thank you for watching. And as always, love for the love, my people.